Let's get S&P up here in the December contract. So the S&P is trading at 47.13. So, but we've been a lot higher. Now today we had indicated that the S&P would go to 28 and then up to 41 to 42. And they did get up to 40.50, which is basically 50, 2 ticks away from getting to 41, but they didn't complete the 41 to 42, which we didn't even think twice about, to be honest with you. We felt today that the market was strong enough that they were going to get up there and get it completed. But what they did do was a surprise. They were able to completely take back pretty much all of the day, and in doing so, they had to crush through some numbers that if the market had been really in its more normal posture, they would have firmed up at 30 to 29, something like that. But they continued to break. And somewhere in this break, we had said, listen, they're going to go down and they're going to do 47.05 or lower. And so they did. They smashed down. If you take a look at it on a 15-minute chart, you can really see they just, once they got below the 29 and 30 level, they just really accelerated, and they did complete the 47.05 along with 47 or 46.97. So they did take care of that. Then I told everybody that, or we told everybody that this advance would be short selling territory for a further test or an attempt at 47.07 to 47.05 a little later in the day. So that's what they would normally be doing here, because normally, and again, I always have to use the word normally because we really are focusing on what normal results would occur under certain conditions. It would be almost like somebody in the ocean in a boat, saying with normal currents and normal this and normal that, well, we're going to reach our destination at such and such a date or such and such a time, and so on. So already we've had unusual movement today. What would be unusual is if the market firms up here and rushes up to get way back into the high 30s. That would be unusual if that happens prior to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we're in the 5th hour now. Let's see, we made a low here at 76.75. We still normally should see a little more test of that level, 47.07, 47.05, something like that on the downside. And if it really is going to be a freak show today and they're really going to take off from here, which could happen, then there's probably a pretty good trade to the upside. But again, we have to go with what is normal for us, and we put it together as best as we can. As you know, we'll think it all the way through and put it together. So the S&P is still in an uptrend technically, and because of that, we're open to the idea that they still will do better later this week and still be able to move up to very specific targets that we gave out, that if the market is breaking out to all-time new highs, and if it does it correctly, meaning confirming a breakout to all-time new highs, which they haven't yet, then we would believe that a very specific price target is going to be reached this week or early next week on the upside. And it's pretty far away from where we are now.